Saturday. This theme song is banging. Happy Saturday. That's what day it is. Are you guys ready to be transported to 1993, New Orleans, Louisiana? Look at his face. This brick of a face. I absolutely love it. Alright. I am probably going to say out loud 80 times how hungry I am for some Creole cuisine during this stream, so I apologize in advance for this. I actually have some frozen crawfish in my freezer. I may make etouffee, because I'm gonna crave it. I'm gonna crave it, I swear. Alright. Oh, there. Back up again. If this doesn't get you freaking stoked, I don't know what will. Okay, are we ready? Let's do the intro. I haven't seen the intro yet. I know like a few things about this game. Like I know about the voice cast. Okay. I know that it's like a very mature Sierra title. Crying, fire. Huh. Oh, the 3D. You'd love to see it. Bourbon Street. Snake. Bourbon Street again. Gabriel Knight development team. Yeah, there we go. Jane Jensen. Director. Okay, this opening slaps. How much of the floppy disk did this audio file take up? That's what I want to know. Ohio! Probably two. This is 1993. This is a pretty impressive, like, opening. Thank you. Thank you, quality assurance people. Thank you, Nathan Gams. Hollywood voice production. Stuart M. Rawson. Featuring the voices of Tim Curry as Gabriel Knight, baby. Mark Hamill as Detective Mosley. Leah Remini as Grace Nakimura. Virginia Capers as narrator. I did read that she won. Michael Dorn as Dr. John. The narrator won best like female voice actor in a video game this year. And people were like surprised it was like just a narrator. But she's apparently like an old, like a Jim Cummings as the desk sergeant. Linda Gary. Magenta Moonbeam. Love that. Watchman Toussaint Gervais. Okay. Day 1. I dreamt of blood upon the shore of eyes that spoke of sin. The lake was smooth and deep and black, and was her scented, as was her scented skin. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I bet. Just a minute. It lives, I see. Do you want to speak with Lolita?
He's like, don't.
I'm sorry, but Gabriel is allowed. Oh, I mean, he's out.
Ah.
Yeah, if he ever comes back, I'll tell him. You know, you could do better. I know I don't know you, but...
Oh, shoot. I always click the button. Hand off the keyboard.
Good morning. The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. Let me know when you want your messages.
Yeah.
Gee, you're lively. Did you have another nightmare last night?
Sort of.
Mm-hmm. I told you it's that voodoo book you're researching. That stuff can seriously screw up your karma.
I'm sure that's it. Maybe I should write a horror novel on passive resistance instead.
So don't sleep. It's your body. Anyway, your handheld tape recorder came today.
Ooh.
Really? Great.
The future of 1993.
I can't wait to see what human rights you violate with this one.
I can't wait to violate them. For example, if you would just let me...
And I located some local voodoo references for you. Dixieland Drugstore and the Historical Museum of Voodoo. Both are right here in French Quarter.
How would I ever manage without you?
You? Give me a break. The devil himself couldn't change you.
Well, if the devil had great legs, perhaps. Like yours.
And a riveting personality, I'm sure. Well, if you need any more research done, just ask. It's not as though we're swamped with customers.
Okay, hold on. I wanna see if I can turn on... I wanna see if there's, like, subtitles. I forget what the, like, the settings button... Oh, okay. So there's... Tape recorder. Is this? Okay, controls button. Text. There we go. Okay. Alright, we'll just do a start save. Okay, so we have some... Oh, I guess this is look.
The top of the desk is Grace's private domain.
Okay,
There's no one in that part of the shop to talk to.
Oh, okay, so we have take, open, push, and gizmos and gadgets. Oh, okay, this is like, I can...
Did you just shoot me?
You just exclaim.
There's no one in that part of the shop to talk to.
Yeah, the narrator one...
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
One in a word. Oh, okay. So this game, I think if I'm right, this one's kind of... Because this one is, not... Roberta Williams was involved, but she wasn't the main, director and writer. So this is... I think this is, like, kind of playing off of the Laura Bow adventures. It's, like, a detective one, but it's more about, like, talking than getting everything at, this is the most 90s thing. This is the most 90s frame you're ever gonna see. So we have... This one's gonna be... Instead of... Laura Bow was a lot of getting things at the right time in the right place. I think this one's a lot more about...
What can you tell me about voodoo?
About investigation.
I didn't know much of anything about it until you started researching it for your book. Now I know that it's active in the city. There's that shop and museum. It can clearly be dangerous in the wrong hands. You should be careful investigating it.
What do you know about the Voodoo Murders?
Just what I read in the paper, same as you.
When am I gonna get my 90s pixel art headshot VTuber model? That's what I
What can
want.
you tell me about New Orleans?
Well, I've only been here 2 months, but I love it. It's so much more alive than any place I've been. It feels like anything's possible here.
So it looks like
Tell me about yourself, Grace.
the red
Yeah,
stuff's
right,
important.
I mean it.
What do you want to know?
Okay, so we can...
How come we haven't gone out yet?
I'm still waiting around for that lobotomy. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know.
Thanks, Grace.
What do you do after work?
Well, I either go to my oil painting class or my Tai Chi.
Ooh.
You know
You know, you can go overboard with this improving yourself stuff. You don't want to alienate us mere mortals.
I suppose I should just allow my mind and body to atrophy.
Works for me.
I feel like you'd have to find someone who does pixel art, but like more detailed pixel art. Because a lot of the pixel artists I follow are like a lot more cartoony and simplified, so you need to find an artist who does realistic pixel art. And then it probably wouldn't be too difficult. It would be PNGs, but you could do some kind of setup with like VTube Studio and like voice shapes and stuff. Oh no, now I'm thinking about it. Okay, how old are you?
How old are you?
Old enough to know about men like you.
It'd be an animator plus realistic pixel artist. Yeah, this is just gonna be... It's gonna be my face. Well, they kind of have the mouth move. Like, it's shapes and stuff. But that's just my face the entire time they talk.
How do you like working at St. George's Books?
Well, it's not exactly a huge intellectual challenge. Although the math in your record books could confuse Einstein. Still, I love old books, and it's a nice way to pay the bills while explore the city for a summer. If you ever pay me, that is.
We're not paying her?
Just tell me anything at all.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks wanted me to go on right away for my PhD, but 18...
Oh, let's click. This is a free internship, yup.
Just tell me anything at all.
I came to New Orleans because I'd read so much about it, and I thought, spending a few months here would clear my head.
New Orleans is
Nothing, I guess.
amazing.
Never mind.
Suit yourself.
If you haven't been. Messages?
Do you have messages for me?
Dana called, and Susie left a message about a lawsuit.
Toss 'em.
Okie dokie. There's more when you want 'em.
Yeah, I've only been to New Orleans in like January. I loved it, but I could not live there in the summer. I imagine it is so murky and humid.
Do you have more messages for me?
Your grandmother called.
I keep meaning to get over there. What did she say? Did she sound good?
She sounded great, and we had a nice little chat about you.
Grace.
Don't worry. I didn't go into detail about your cardinal sins. Not that anything about you could surprise her.
Ah,
She adores you anyway.
She's my girl.
But she said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay.
ooh, that's the good
Do you have
sound.
more messages for me?
Here's a strange one. You got a call from someone named Wolfgang Ritter? He said he was calling from Germany. He told me it was urgent, maybe you should give him a call.
Call Germany. Like hell. If it's really important, he'll call back.
Well, fine. Let's just hope he's not with the German lottery for pitiful American authors.
Oh man, the days of long distance calling.
Do you have more messages for me?
Your friend Detective Mosley called. Talking
Oh,
of
they're
visiting.
so
Especially
sassy.
with you. What do you want?
He left an interesting message. He told me to tell you that his mother's maiden name is Humphrey. Oh, that's Humprey.
Fascinating.
And that he left some photos for you at the station, at the front desk.
It's about
Ooh.
time.
Gabriel. Those photos wouldn't have anything to do with the Voodoo Murders, would they?
Now, why would you say something like that?
Because I know you. You're getting privileged information, aren't
His
you?
mother's maiden name. We just need
Did you
his
tell him to
childhood
put him in your
address.
voodoo book?
A writer has certain obligation to his readers, you know.
Gabriel, you know you'll never put him in your book. Your main character is a female orthodontist. You're gonna be reincarnated as a pit bull if you keep screwing with your karma.
As long as it's a male pit bull with a really big...
That's enough. Thanks. Anyway, that's all the messages. Thank God.
This is just gonna be my face the whole time he talks like that. Oh man, I remember, this was when I was little, but my two older sisters, one of them was studying, abroad, in high school for a little bit, and it was cheaper. Instead of phone calls, it was cheaper for her to mail, a package full of, like, mini recorder tapes. They had my two sisters had mini recorders between them, so they would just record like a week or two's worth of conversations and then mail them to and from America because that was cheaper than long distance calls. Okay, Jojo. We're finally playing it. Yup, we are. Okay.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Jojo, sit in your box. I brought you a box. Sit in it. Let's see. Oh, I can't think of anything. Oh, I can't think of anything.
Can't think of anything.
Okay.
No, don't press F9. Alright, that should be... Anything else
Tell me
about yourself?
Grace.
What else?
Just tell me anything at all.
I've always wanted to do something really adventurous, you know? Something real life. I'm sick of libraries and lecture halls.
Okay, that's
Nothing,
it.
I guess. Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Okay, so we have... Let's look at some stuff.
3 snakes in a skull. Gabriel's father painted it.
What a wacky, offbeat kind of guy Daddy was.
I will say... When I really need someone who's great at character accents, I go for Tim Curry. So let's
St.
see.
George books could use some serious renovation, but Gabriel likes to think that the place has character.
Well, I tried to help prevent Jojo from sleeping on my F keys. So I got a box today in the mail that is like perfectly Jojo size, so I'm putting it in her sleeping spot, but she doesn't like that it's in her sleeping spot, but I finally convinced her. She's in it now. So, can I these are shiny. Can I take?
Get back, Jojo!
No, Sherlock. Just bring it back when we get the next estate shipment.
No problem.
And then
I'm gonna take the tweezers for a bit.
Good.
Goodbye, Jojo.
You're beginning to look a little scruffy.
Just trying to make you feel at home.
Let's look at the newspaper.
Today's news.
I have to like read it, read it. You can kind of see what you can interact with because it's a few more pixels than everything else.
Picayune, dated June 18, 1993. The front page has an article about the Voodoo Murders. The article says that the victims are all identified as members of the underworld. The general public of New Orleans is in no danger. Police claim the so-called voodoo trappings found at the crime scenes are fake, a scare tactic, and that the murders are not associated
Yeah, I saw that
with
there was
any
a
genuine practitioners.
there was a remake.
Gabriel also scans the Aquarius Horoscope.
Oh, he's
for
an
the day.
Aquarius.
Potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution and do not get involved with anything new at this time.
Right.
Oh no, he's an Aquarius. I don't actually know what that means. I just know that Scorpios are bad, and I'm a Gemini, and that's also not great. Let's see. So can I...
The top shelf contains books on Gabriel pulls down a book on snakes.
Snakes are legless reptiles. Some snakes kill their prey with poison, some by constriction.
It's May 31st, last day of May.
Its forked tongue. The smells are passed back to a sense organ in the mouth.
Ooh.
Constrictor snakes, however, sense their prey by vibration.
Did you know that medieval legends about dragons and giant worms are actually based on snakes? You know, dragons, devils, sea monsters, well, they've always been associated with snakes.
Grace, get alive.
Let's see what other knowledge we can pour over.
Gabriel selects a volume of German poetry that he always found strangely compelling.
Drei Drachen. Drei Drachen kriechen in meinen Schlaf. Die Ziele wollen sie lebendig zum Fraß. Feurig.
That's nice. Kinda creepy, though. Who's the author?
Heinz Ritter. I'm not sure what it says, but I get the feeling the guy was one sick puppy.
Okay, and then... Let's see... what is this?
It's an ashtray.
Can I take?
Gabriel doesn't need the ashtray.
Okay.
It's certainly light enough.
Rather
Gabriel
useless.
looks at the cash register, checking for cobwebs. Grace keeps her art supplies here.
Right, okay, yeah, so it's, Right, I need to open the cash register. I gotta get used to these buttons.
Gabriel opens the cash register to examine the take. Or, in the case of St. George Books, the mistake.
Club everything, just most of it.
The cash register contains about $20 in small bills and change.
We're rich.
I
How
trust
much-
you can live
how
without
much was
this
that?
old gift certificate.
Knock yourself out.
$20, we rich. Oh, I'm so excited. She's sleeping in her box. That means she won't be on my keyboard. Yay! Okay. Oh, look at her mask. Okay, so let's see. These are so... I think it just takes place, like, in the modern day. Or,
Gabriel might as well leave that here.
Oh, so do I need to push?
Gabriel's not in the mood for tidying up. Gabriel's not in
Okay.
the mood for tidying
It's like
up.
$40. That means we're a successful business person.
Gabriel's mini stereo isn't exactly high fidelity. Then again, neither is he.
Big money. Okay, let's see.
The medicine cabinet contains a few old prescriptions, personal hygiene stuff, and lots of hair products, including some hair gel.
Well, let's see what we can take. It's my own stuff,
I'll
so I can
take
take
this
it.
hair gel. You never know when you'll need a touch-up.
A little cold bubbly and brie cheese is about all Gabriel's fridge ever has in it. Bills from last Christmas gather dust on the door.
Ooh, okay. Let's see.
The dresser holds a meager supply of underwear and 38 pairs of mismatched socks.
Can I take anything?
I might need a flashlight.
Gabriel, mind as well. Gabriel, mind.
All my clothes look the same, so why change them? No thanks. I don't have time to relax.
There's nothing else I can grab in here. Okay.
Jeans and t-shirt.
All my clothes look the
Gabriel, might as well leave that here.
Okay, that should be...
Several dozen books, including a few of Gabriel's novels, occupy the shelves above his desk.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, everything in my house is nailed down unless I need it. I learned from adventure games. So, I talked to her, right? Did I learn everything?
Got a minute,
Hi,
Grace?
Raby.
What's up?
How you doing? Baby. Okay.
Do you
Any
have messages for
messages?
me?
Nope.
Okay.
There's
Bum. Are you ready to learn the wonders of New Orleans? How do I open?
See you later.
Have fun.
Okay, so we can have pets. Okay, so we have historical voodoo, Dixieland drugstore, Jackson Square, St. Louis Cathedral. Where? Ready to learn about voodoo? Oh! That's 1993! Oh, that is the most 1993 thing I've ever seen. Okay, so that's a bar. Where's my grandma?
Gabriel cannot open. The desk sergeant looked like a poster boy for heart disease. 30 extra pounds between his armpits and his belt, and a complexion of consistency of grey oatmeal. In other words, a typical product of good southern cooking.
Oh boy. I believe this is Jim. This guy is Jim Cummings.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
I feel like we don't need to...
Tell me about yourself.
Who, me? I'm the Death Sergeant Frick, why?
Frick?
That's right. You got a problem with that?
Not at all.
Do you know anything about the murders?
What do you know about the Voodoo Murders?
I'm not allowed to give out information on police cases.
Tell me
Oh,
about
You
I already...
see?
You see that front door?
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's out of the crime scene. Sorry.
Ooh, okay.
I was supposed to pick up some photos from Detective Mosley at the front desk.
Is that right? And who are you?
My name is Knight.
Gabriel Knight.
Yeah. I got something for you, all right. Soon as you're done talking, I'll give it to you.
That seems all good.
Here's that envelope for you, Gabriel Knight.
Thanks.
Are these my items? They are.
The envelope from Mosley is a plain manila one. It feels pretty light.
Okay, so let's open.
Gabriel opens the manila envelope and finds 2 photographs. The photograph of Mosley was apparently taken upon his graduation from the police academy. He had hair then.
And then we'll look at this one. Ugh.
One of the photos from Mosley is an official Voodoo Murders crime scene shot. A graphic close-up of a victim.
Anything?
One of the
Okay. Okay, that's everything. Can we just...
There's a photocopy machine in the office area. Gabriel is standing in the lobby of his friend Mosley's precinct. It smells like a cross between a hospital and brewery. It's an antique umbrella stand. The official seal of the New Orleans Police Department highlights the tile floor.
Okay. I think that's everything we're gonna get from here. Okay, so where is my...
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Where is my grandma?
Really? I forgot you were gone.
She just says you need to visit.
There's no one in that...
Oh,
Hey, kids.
Bruno! How nice.
hello, Bruno.
Gee, a customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the flower business?
Oh, okay.
Better than the used book business, I see.
Ooh.
Rare books.
That explains why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you going to sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
Are you ready to drop dead today?
Are you ready to drop dead today?
Well, really?
Okay. Man, he's mean. Okay, so we gotta find out where Mosley is.
I'm going out.
See ya.
See ya. So we'll just look around some places.
The chancel of St. Louis Cathedral consists of a raised dais, an altar, 2 pedestals, and a choir area. At least the cherubs are an aesthetic way of asking for donations.
Okay, there
Flags
seems...
of the world are displayed from the upper story.
Okay, there seems to not be much here. Oh, what did I click on? I thought that was the door. Oh, it's the confessional. I have nothing to confess. I've
That
done nothing
doesn't seem
wrong. I've done nothing wrong ever. Neither has Jojo. Oh, she... Bunk. Confess my sins. No. Ooh, cop.
Jackson Square is a good place to rest while exploring the French Quarter.
Your bones.
Great
My
place to be
bones.
entertained by local performers.
Homicide team attend.
Oh, okay. So we can...
A police officer is either off duty or patrolling the park, or both.
Okay, so he has a thing. He has a radio.
Corner.
But... my bones.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed that. Thanks.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so we can't even talk to him.
A lone drummer beats out a haunting rhythm on a large African drum. Jackson Square.
Oh.
People seem to be enjoying the park, despite the lack of sunshine.
Gotta love those hypnotizing beats. Man, I wish I walked faster than this.
Why, you nasty thing, you. I'll call the police, I will.
Okay.
A Cajun band, inventive as always with their instruments, is having a good old time on the lawn. Funny how catchy that toe tapping can be. It's one of those mimes. Oh boy.
Oh boy, not one of the mimes.
Interrogating a mime would be an exercise in frustration.
Ah! Okay, so he...
You white-faced geek! You want to eat my fist?
Okay. Okay, so he annoys people. Oh my god, look at this happy mime. Will he follow me?
That jazz band is pretty good. Of course, most jazz bands in New Orleans are.
Look at this jaunty mime following me. Not a care in the world, this guy. Okay, exit.
Well, I never. Leave me alone, you man.
Oh no, did I lose him? Did he disappear from the ether? Oh man, where'd the mime go? You man! Oh jeez, I gotta go all the way back around. Follow me. Okay, we got a cutscene.
Hey, cut that out. I told you to stop that. All right, mister. You want some of this?
What is that accent? Okay, so...
Move the cop's motorcycle. Gabriel would prefer not to be arrested right now.
Okay,
A cop has driven his motorcycle into the park. Something Gabriel would probably never get away with.
So do I just...
Stupid man.
No! I didn't have enough time.
Ambulance to now.
Shoot. Okay, I guess I should have done something different. Doing great! We're solving a mystery. Got a mime problem. Oh, I should operate. I should hit the operate button. Alright, follow me again. A lot of people. Thank you, Sunnyside Galaxy. Thank you for the follow. Follow me, you mime. Thank you for the follow and the baguette. Follow me. A lot of people are, a lot of, like, people are dying, in New Orleans. And we are a novelist who owns a rare bookstore, and we're researching the mysteries, the murders, to get inspiration for our book. Peeps dying in New Orleans. Exciting endeavors of the very gentleman. How was I not a target? Well, this was in 1993. You hate to see it.
Why, you little...
It's okay, the cop's gonna arrest him. Yeah!
Gabriel picks up the headset and listens.
Ambulance 911, have you located the crime scene? They've labeled you 3
Get
times.
enjoy some food.
Damn! Did you say it was north of the Lake Retreat Country Club?
South. Lakeside Drive north of Piedmont Pier, south of the country club.
Man, I don't know if it's the clouds out here today or what. Good thing this guy's already dead.
That is
Everyone's
not...
having trouble. Must have been hallucinogens in the coffee this morning.
It's just so misty out here or something. Hey, I see a squad car. Got it, Molly.
Thank God. Have a good one, 9-1.
Interesting.
Stupid mime. Hey, you! Get away from that bike.
Sorry.
World's first EMS. Yup. Okay, so we... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so we can French Quarter that, okay.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Sorry it's been a while, Grandma.
Not at all. Give us a kiss.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Kiss your
Now
grandma.
come and sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy.
She just
How can
said.
I help?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? What an odd question, Gabriel. Of course, you always were interested in monster movies and all that other weird stuff. You get that from your father and granddad. I don't know anything about it, dear. Of course, it was very big in New Orleans at one time, but you don't hear about it so much these days. Too much else in the world to worry about, I guess.
Too much to worry about besides
What
voodoo.
do you know about the Voodoo Murders?
Oh, Gabriel, nothing. And I don't want to. I sometimes wonder what this world is coming to.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Oh, surely you have something more interesting to talk about.
Oh, come on, Gran.
All right, dear. What do you want to
I
hear?
had a good day at work, and my parents absolutely killed it at the native plant sale. So I get to have fun in the dirt later today. Let's see.
What do you do all day?
You know how I love to knit and work in my garden. I also take long walks. It's the only way to keep an old body like mine from stiffening up.
You're not old.
Oh, don't be foolish. I'm older than the hills.
Tell me how you met Granddaddy.
I met Harrison at a church revival. There was a traveling preacher back then, a big fella named Reverend Jim. I even remember his slogan, "Come to me to find your way."
Good luck at your
granddad
double
was
shift.
sitting right behind me and my girlfriend Alma, and at one point, old Reverend Jim was flinging his hair around with his fire and brimstone annex, and a piece of it, one of those small add-on do's for men, went flying off. I swear, Harrison and I were the only ones that noticed. We both started laughing to beat the band. Everyone looked at us like we were a couple of loonies. It was then I knew that he was for me.
Aww.
Tell me about before you met Granddaddy.
Well, you know I was born Rebecca Wright. My daddy owned a lot of land outside of town. We grew peas, corn, cotton, all kinds of things. It was a good childhood, but my father was very strict. He didn't much let me out of his sight.
How you feeling these days?
Fit as a fiddle, and don't you worry your head about it.
Just tell me anything at all.
I had your father when I was 22. The doctors told me I couldn't have any more after him, so I'm afraid I spoiled him rotten.
Oh, nothing, never mind.
All right, dear.
The Knight family.
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
Oh, a sleepy JoJo in front of me. Compliment your grandma, yeah!
You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Oh, you.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans. She was beautiful and reckless. She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked defying her family.
Harrison
Tell me
Knight.
something about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated to America when he was 21. He worked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father, Philip.
Yeah. Me too. Philip.
Tell me about my father.
Your father was my only child. How we adored him. Philip suffered from terrible nightmares, just like your granddad did. They were 2 peas in a pod.
Uh-oh.
Since you're so interested in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 and visit the family tomb? It would be a sweet gesture.
Maybe I will. Tell me about yourself.
you, Grandma.
What more do you want to know, dear?
Okay, we already talked.
Nothing, never mind.
All right, dear.
Okay, so we have just
I'm
stuff
gonna
for
go
us.
up the attic, Gran.
Be careful of the dust.
Ooh, deadly dust. Pilgrim hat. Hold on.
It's a lady's hat from the
Oh, it's not a pilgrim hat.
1920s.
It's just
From
a
Gran's Virginia Woolf period.
writer's jokes.
There's nothing I want in there.
I thought she had.
That box of knickknacks has been up. There's a sketchbook on the chair that Gabriel
there we go.
vaguely remembers as his father's.
I think I'd take Daddy's sketchbook with me.
Oh, is there anything else that we need?
Gabriel doesn't want to take the clock.
But it looks like a monster. Okay. Christmas lights. Okay.
That clock has been in the Wright family, Granny's family, for centuries.
Anything else I can touch?
Gabriel doesn't want to take any of Granny's things.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh wait, I should look at the sketchbook. Okay.
Images haunt the pages of Philip Knight's sketchbook, the way they must have haunted his mind. The images touch a deep chord in Gabriel. So familiar are they that he finds it hard to believe they aren't from his own subconscious.
Got hair gel. Is there anything else we can ask her?
That's it.
Can we? What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans is very southern. Of course, though, not as much as it used to be when I was a girl. It's gotten much more influenced by the East Coast and that California stuff.
Ugh, the
Still,
California stuff.
It hasn't changed as much as other places, I reckon. We've always been happy here.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was more I could do. So let's...
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
At least it's not Florida.
The crime scene team is still at the site. Gabriel parks a bit out of the way and walks over to avoid adding to the general confusion.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hey, mostly. Huh? Knight, you wiener. I told you not to call me that.
Feeling jumpy?
Who, me? Don't be stupid. How'd you find me?
Oh, I was just driving by.
Well, for the book. But don't tell anyone I let you see this, huh?
Yeah, it's Mark Hamill. He's Detective Mosley. Got some big names.
It's another one. As you can see, same M.O. and no frickin' clues. We're still
Don't be
waiting on
weak,
an ID for
Kalmia,
the
you
body.
wiener.
That's disgusting. Isn't this a rather, public area for this kind of thing?
Yeah, they're frickin' ghosts, these guys. Lakeshore Drive isn't exactly the 10 expressway, but it is open to the public. No reports and nothing. Now, who the hell is that?
Ooh, cutscenes.
Good day, Miss Getty.
What's going on, officer?
Detective Mosley, ma'am. We've got a little problem here, but nothing for you to be concerned about, Miss Getty.
I see.
Whoa, I'm in love.
Forget it. That's Malia Getty. She's about as far out of your reach as the moon. Probably on her way to meet some guy with a yacht right now.
Near here?
The lake's a popular place for country clubs.
If she's out here a lot, maybe she saw something or heard something.
Man, nobody ever sees or hears nothing. I told you. Besides, you just don't go around bothering people like her.
He
We've
walked
about
over.
wrapped it up, sir. It's another clean sweep.
He walked over the evidence.
Yeah, let's get the meat wagon moving then.
Do you want to leave an officer here, sir?
Nah, just leave the tape up for a few days.
Yes, sir. If you'll excuse us, sir, we'll take him away.
The meat wagon.
Stick around and take notes for the book if you want. Watch out for the muck and the water moccasins, though. I'll be back at the station. Stop by if you want to go over the case some more.
Thanks.
He's fine. He's got new Skechers. Don't touch the evidence sneakers. Okay. So we've got...
Out damn the spot. Will these pristine banks ne'er be cleaned again? There seems to be a pattern to the lines in the sand, but if there is a pattern, it's smeared. There's only one small area that's clearly defined.
Okay, so... Do I use... Okay.
Let me try to get this down.
Ooh, yay! Okay. So is there anything else?
The grass has a matted appearance there. The grass...
Yeah. Oh! I got this!
It's very large grass. Gabriel is already magnifying the grass. There are marks in the grass, as though some heavy wire object had been set there. Gabriel is already magnifying that.
Okay, so we have...
Why use that on the marks in the grass?
Oh, wait, I guess I didn't...
It's very... There are marks... Something small
there we go.
Iridescent is barely visible among the indentations. It looks like a scale of some sort.
So can I, now that I'm here...
Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to take the small iridescent scale.
I think it's a snake scale, but it beats the hell out of me what kind.
So can I...
The lines in the sand are fairly...
Okay.
It's extremely big, bloody sand.
Okay, I touch.
The police have already taken samples of the blood. Mosley
yeah,
will
there's
be
a lot
able
of
to tell
icons.
Gabriel if there's anything significant about.
Okay, so that seems to be it. So we can go to police station. Maybe our boy's back.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Let's see. Detective Mosley.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
Yeah, okay.
Gabriel can't do that from the front lobby.
Okay, so do I open? And then open?
Mostly my man.
Knight, come on in.
Okay, so I talk.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
There's voodoo that goes on in this city, sure. I looked into it a bit at the beginning of this case. But the voodoo stuff found at the crime scenes is all faked. It doesn't have anything to do with the real stuff. I know. I asked some experts.
He actually embellished out.
It's intimidation tactics, that's all.
What do you know about the Voodoo Murders?
Lots. Can you be more specific?
Let's see.
How many murders have there been so far?
7 murders have so far been linked to the Voodoo Murders case. Now, the first murder occurred about 8 weeks ago. The MO was the same in each murder. Lake Pontchartrain was the 7th.
Pontchartrain.
What kind of evidence have you found?
No fingerprints, a few bare footprints. Found a few fibers, but not many. The weirdest one was leopard fur.
Leopard fur? Describe the crime scenes.
Well, there's the corpse itself, minus the heart. Around where the body was killed, we find marks and flour and blood.
Ooh,
there are
baking a
traces
cake?
of wax from candles, red and black. Ordinary wax candles, so the lab reports. Also blood and feathers of chickens. Also goat's blood. And plenty of the victim's own, of course.
What does the coroner say?
What's the coroner say?
The victim's heart is always ripped out of the chest and missing. We haven't located a single one of them.
Lovely. Any idea what they do with them?
Eat
Don't
them.
even want to know. Also, the coroner says some of the victims had heart attacks before the incision. Literally scared to death. The knife wounds are consistent with a long, narrow, wavy-edged knife. Probably a ritualistic dagger.
Know anything about the victims?
I feel like
The
I
victims
never...
are all out-of-towners. We still don't know
I never
why.
want to hear a police officer say ritualistic dagger.
Any witnesses?
Nope. There's never been a single witness. No one's even heard a disturbance. It's damned weird. Like they just don't want people to see, and so nobody sees nothing.
Do you know anything about the killers?
At least 20 people attend the killings. We know this from the variety of footprints found at the scene.
Oh.
Footprints? Aren't those as good as fingerprints?
Can be. But we'd have to have a suspect in custody first, and the suspect would have to match one of the few distinct prints we have.
Okay.
Most of the footprints are smudged, trodden over, unreadable. These guys are so casual in their expertise, it's maddening. Like they know we'll never find them.
Let's see.
Oh, nothing, never mind.
Sure, no problem.
Do you know anything
Snakes.
about snakes?
The only thing I know about snakes is I don't like them.
Case
What's the status on the
status.
Voodoo Murders case?
It's going. Can't seem to make any progress, though. Sluggish damn case. It's weird.
Because you've like barely any evidence.
How about
Coffee?
getting me some coffee?
Coffee? You want coffee?
Should that surprise
No, it's
you?
Gabriel Knight.
Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict. It's just that what we got here hardly qualifies.
So, I'm desperate.
It's your stomach. I'll get you some when we're done talking.
That long?
He's
All right, I'll go now.
he is voiced by Tim Curry. Oh, I can.
Don't touch anything while I'm gone.
I can touch stuff. Okay.
Mosley's desk has more groin on it than on his head. Mosley's desk. That doesn't work.
It's okay. So
Here, drink it.
Okay, so we... Oh, nice little twirl. Okay, so if we ever need to steal something out of his desk, we just ask for coffee.
Thanks.
And we just clearly don't drink it. Love it.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Okay, so,
I
photographs.
got those photographs you left for me.
Really? Great. What'd you think?
Astonishingly lifelike.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Got any more ideas for photos for the book?
A cop author photo might be nice.
A cop author photo might be nice.
You and me? Together?
Why not? Of course, you'll have to try to tone down your masculinity.
Ooh.
Well, okay. I'll call the police photographer. Franks, come here a minute, would you? Bring your camera.
What did you need, Detective Mosley?
This game just take a while.
To make it a good one, huh, sweetheart?
I'm very excited.
Sure, sweetheart.
Ooh.
Say, chintzy.
Was there anything else, Knight?
Hold a sec while I go check my hair.
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight, make it fast.
Oh.
Would you just get in here? Hurry up, would you?
Okay, ready.
Okay.
Thanks, hon. Let me know when you got it developed. The photos, that is.
Yeah, sure.
Can
Okay,
I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Let's see. Pattern on
Do
the
you know
body.
anything about the patterns around the bodies?
Yeah, weird, huh? All 7 victims had those little marks around them. We got all the marks on file, but we haven't figured out what, if anything, they mean.
Can I see the other 6 patterns?
Sure. People like that kind of stuff, don't they? Might make the book seem more mysterious. Go talk to Officer Franks. Tell her I said you could see the file.
Oh.
The suit doesn't...
Open the door, please. That's what I wanted. I assume you are Officer Franks?
Can I ask you a few questions, ma'am?
I'm sorry, sir, but I really have to finish these reports.
Wait, so who's... Okay, do I have to talk to this
Gabriel
guy?
should go to the counter to talk to the desk sergeant.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
Could you get a file for me?
Can you get a file for me?
What file would that be?
The Voodoo Murders file? Detective Mosley said I could see it.
Really? Well, if he said so.
Don't look at her gate. Okay.
There it is. You can look at it all you want, but don't leave this area with it, okay? And no photocopies either, I'm afraid.
Of course. I understand completely.
Yup, we can we photocopy it. Okay, so
The police file contains partial patterns from the first 6 voodoo murders.
okay, so
I'm done.
Yeah, thanks.
okay, I'm gonna save just so we don't have to sneak in copies. There's definitely something about a Sierra game when they're like, don't do this, and you're like, oh yeah. Okay, so
Can I ask you about some stuff? You're the writer. Ask away.
I got those.
So you said.
Let's take another cop off the shop.
I checked my
What
hair.
for?
I don't think we got your best side.
Really? Okay. I'll have Franks come in again.
Ah. Okay, do we get to watch this cutscene again?
Franks, come back in here with that camera.
Sweetheart. I'm really excited that my JoJo containment unit on my desk is working. She's so sleepy.
Now what, sir?
That clown wants another picture. You don't mind,
I
do
thought he
you?
called me a clam. I was like, what? Is that an insult?
Of course not. What else could I possibly have to do?
LA's Louisiana's finest.
Anything else, Knight?
I can check my hair.
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight, make it fast.
Let me see that file again.
Crimes.
Just want to check this machine here.
The butler did it. No spoilers. I said there's spoilers. Oh, this is very quiet. Okay, so I have my copies. I'll put these back. No, he's just
Would you just get in here?
pay no mind to the smoking piece of stuff that's just
Hurry up.
It's the
will
latest prank. You pee in the photocopier,
Okay,
so instead of
ready.
ink, it's pee. Do it to your
Thanks,
friends.
Let me know when you got it developed. The photos, that is.
We are playing Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. There's a bunch of weird connected murders in New Orleans. We are a failed novelist. We are a not very successful novelist and not very successful used bookstore owner. It would scream 90s their facts and pics of their butt. Okay, that's everything. Yeah, we learned everything, so we'll just leave.
I'll let you get back to it.
Your friends
Later,
have
Knight.
photocopiers. Yeah, you go to your friend's house with one of these photocopiers. Because everyone's got them in their parents' office, right? Okay.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Okay. So we saw a pretty lady, so let's ask our
Got a minute, Grace?
cashier to
What's
research them.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Could you see what you can find out about a woman
It's a
named
picture of bird
Malia
butt.
Getty?
The name Getty sounds familiar. What's your interest in her?
Oh, just, stuff about the Voodoo Murders. If you could get an address...
They're murders. Right. I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
That is
I can't think of
good.
anything.
Okay.
Snakes?
Do you know anything about snakes?
Doing a family tree, Gabriel?
Ooh.
Very funny. I mean real snakes. Scaly, cold-blooded. I would have thought you'd find them empathetic.
I know very little about reptiles of any kind and prefer to keep it that way. I think there's a book on snakes around here somewhere, though.
Okay, thanks.
Any
Do
messages?
you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Thank you. Thank you for the dono. Bay Maze.
Maze.
Well, it's about closing time.
So it is. Good night, Gracie.
Alright, so can we look at that book again?
Good night, Gabriel.
Memes.
And try not to dream, okay?
Aww. Flexing her reptile ignorance. Yep. Why do we all have big coats? It's New Orleans. It's hot out there. Oh, we get another dream? Big fire. We're sad. Leopardman. Like, it's Quest for Glory 3. The Crest. Green, green, red. Bourbon Street. How's it hanging? Oh, not very good. Day 2. A mask I wore as I approached. I was what I am not, and though the pattern wasn't clear, its meaning could be bought.
Good morning. Don't you look swell today? Actually, swollen. So have some. There's a fresh pot on the table. Seriously, you look like hell. Your hair is sticking straight up like a... Oh, it always does that. Never mind.
Thank you.
Did you dream about the fire and the hang guy and that lion thing last night?
Leopard.
Leopard, not lion. Did you get anything on Malia Getty?
Well, I did get her address, but you're a little out of your league here, big fella. The Gettys own 3 local hospitals, just to name a few of their assets. They run in very high circles.
Did you get an address?
I got the address. I suppose this has nothing to do with the fact that Malia Getty is incredibly gorgeous.
Nothing at all.
I should have known you wouldn't go for a rich, ugly socialite.
And that address is...
Hey! Far be it from me to postpone your total humiliation. It's 557 West Ingram. That's a garden district, a state city.
That's all I wanted to know. And yes, my dear, Malia Getty is the most dangerous-looking diversion I've ever seen. Ouch!
Ooh, sushi,
men.
pizza, or whatever else you can find. I love sushi, but I feel like you eat it, and then like an hour later you're hungry again. So pizza might be more filling. Okay, so look at the newspaper.
Times Picayune, dated June 19,
Oh!
1993.
I could have waited a few
front
days.
page article describes the most recent of the Voodoo Murders. Gabriel scans it but learns not anew. The article reiterates that the voodoo aspect of the crimes is fake. Gabriel shivers.
I have a lot of pizza.
It looked real enough to him. Elsewhere, there's an article about the history of Jackson Square, called La Plaza d'Armas. Under French rule, it was used for executions, firing squads, hanging, even impalement and breaking on the wheel.
Okay.
Of course, these days it's mostly a hangout for tourists.
What is
street
breaking on the
musicians and
wheel?
local artists. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius Horoscope for the day.
Oh.
Chances of a dark star rising on this day. Do not trust your instincts.
I feel a dark star rising, all right.
Gabriel's had all those books in the bathroom and doesn't care to read them again. Gabriel's had
I just
all
looked
those
it
books
up.
in the
It's
bathroom.
not great.
Gabriel's
I did just look it up. It's not great.
Gabriel selects a volume of German poetry that he always found strangely compelling.
Drei Drachen. Drei Drachen kriechen in meinen Schlaf. Die Ziele wollen sie lebendig zum Fass.
So we're both horrified.
Heurigen
Nice.
Atems, gespaltener Zunge, genießen sie jedes Mal.
We can just have him read German poetry.
Drei Drachen.
Gabriel pulls down a book on snakes.
Snakes are legless reptiles. Some snakes kill their prey with poison.
Okay, we already got all that. Anything else I need from her? Any messages?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum.
See you later.
Let's
See
go,
ya.
stalk this woman that we just met yesterday. Yeah, I love this cutscene. The 1993. What a year.
This door's pretty solid.
Oh, do I? Oh, that cutscene. I love it.
May I help you?
Magazine subscriptions.
I'd like to see Malia Getty, please. I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you.
That guy sounds familiar.
I do have official business. Really? Please tell me the nature of your business.
I'll just leave.
Just as I thought. A good day, sir.
Oh, it's just Tim Curry, but being actually... Okay. Okay, so we can't talk to her unless we have official business. Let's go hang out. Oh, hello. Something's happening here. Okay, I should probably ask the cop. The desk sergeant.
Got a second, officer?
Whatever his name is.
What can I do you for? I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
Oh, wait. Where'd the...
The gauge is fixed in place.
Oh. Oh. Let's make it warm. I feel like 75 is hot enough because like 80, 90, that's gonna be expensive. Okay. Make it blistering hot, I could do that. Don't mind me.
Mosley, my man.
It's you. God help me. Whew. It's hot in here.
Yeah!
Dang, the air conditioning must be on the blink. Are you hot? Man, I'm hot.
Oh, look what's on his coat. Look what's on his coat. Oh, we can get him out of the room. We can get him out of the room for coffee. Is it suspicious at all if I just...
What's the status on the Voodoo Murders case?
You're as filled in as me.
Okay, insult him? No, I'm gonna be nice.
What am I, your slave?
Hey, I'm working my butt off here.
Yeah, fine.
Don't touch anything. Oh, I'm gonna touch it.
Some people are never satisfied.
Nope. Okay, leave.
I think I'll just borrow this badge.
Ooh, that's not illegal. It's fine.
Hey, what are you doing with my coat?
Nothing. I thought I saw something crawling on it.
Just drink this.
I like that he gives us the coffee and we never drink it and we just leave it in his office.
Tons.
Oh no, he does drink it. He does drink it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna leave now. Don't look at your badge for a while. Alright, so we have a badge now. We can impersonate an officer, which also isn't a crime. Gabriel Knight is a great role model. That was Outer New Orleans.
Gabriel can't get this door. Gabriel can't.
I have to click on the knocker. I have to operate the knocker. Thank you, game.
May I help you? I'd like to see Malia Getty, please. I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you.
I do have official business.
I do have official business. Really? Please tell me the nature of your business.
Okay, so I have this.
Gabriel doesn't want to display his possession of that badge. When he's ready to use it, he'd be better off.
Just as I thought.
Wait.
Good day, sir.
Did I not show it?
May I help you? I've got important business with Miss Getty. Yes, I'm waiting for some evidence of that, sir. My name is Detective Mosley. I'm here on police business. Really? How interesting. Wait here. I'll inform Miss Getty.
I mean, he knows not to use the badge flippantly because
Miss Getty
it's a
will see
crime.
you. Right this way.
It's impersonating an officer's bad.
Miss Getty will be down shortly.
What is
Thank
this tasteful sculpture? Oh, hello.
What can I do for you, Detective?
Mind if I ask you a few questions, Miss Getty?
I assume that's what you're here for.
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Hello.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose I don't really have a choice. What do you want to know, Detective?
These are all very appropriate questions.
What kind of things interest you?
I don't have a lot of free time, but I do appreciate the arts. Opera, symphony, ballet, fine art. If you look around, you'll see that we collect African art, for example.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
It is, Detective. It means a great deal to me.
Tell me about your family.
The Gettys? We're a very private family.
How many people are there in your family?
Well, my mother just passed away.
I am sorry.
So am I. She was a magnificent woman. We were very close. I was an only child.
And your father?
I never knew him.
It's hard to believe that any man would leave a woman like you. Or like your mother must have been.
He did not leave, Detective. But that's really none of your concern.
I'm sorry. Go on.
There are, of course, other Gettys in the city. I have a large, extended family.
I see.
Palette limitations are probably lighting. That's what I'm thinking. Let's just
Do
be...
you have a husband?
This is totally appropriate.
Boyfriend?
I'm very independent, Detective. The women in my family have always preferred it that way.
So, you've never been married?
No, and I never will be.
What about children?
Yes, that is likely. Someday.
I'd like to hear just about anything.
I do a lot of charity work around the city, primarily in the prison and reform system. I'm not a professional sociologist, but it does interest me.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
As you wish, Detective.
Can you tell me anything about what happened out at the lake?
I wish I could, but I've never seen or heard anything unusual at the lake, and I do spend quite a bit of time out there.
Alright, do anything about
What
voodoo?
can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Why would you want to know about that, Detective? It's rather silly, isn't it?
There's nothing silly about the Voodoo Murders.
But that voodoo is faked. That's what I've read in the papers.
That's what the papers say, all right.
But you're not convinced?
No, frankly, I'm not. The police department isn't known for its imagination.
Oh. Well, I can see that your imagination is considerable.
What do you know about the Voodoo Murders?
The murders? Only what I read in the papers.
And what do you read in the papers?
I'm sure you know much more about it than I, Detective.
I think she knows something's up. Okay, be official, flirt with her.
Excuse me, but your eyes are really distracting. I don't think I've ever seen a color quite like that. Brownish gold. It's so deep and rich. Man, if I could bottle that, I'd make a fortune.
Thank you,
Stop.
Detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not relevant to your case.
A good detective never knows what might be relevant, Miss Getty.
Then you must be truly exceptional at your job. I think this has gone on long enough. You're not really a detective, are you?
What could have given it away?
Me? Well, I am on this case, Miss Getty.
I saw you at the lake yesterday. I thought you must be with the police since you were there, but you don't act like a police officer. Besides, I'm rather certain that the other man said his name was Mosley.
All right, you caught me. I'm not with the police. My name is Gabriel Knight. I'm a writer working with Detective Mosley on a book.
Well, Mr. Knight, now that we've established who you are, perhaps you can tell me the real reason you're here.
To flirt with you.
Well, I am researching the book, and I thought you might have seen or heard something at the lake.
I don't like liars, Mr. Knight.
Okay, you're right. I really just wanted to see you again. You can be mad at me if you want, but I swear I've never done anything like this before.
Mr. Knight, you've lied about your identity and wasted my time with meaningless questions. If it weren't vaguely flattering, I'd really be angry. You're lucky I don't call the real police.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I think you should go, Mr. Knight.
Malia, wait. If you just give me a chance.
I've wasted enough time. I'll have Robert show you out.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Robert?
I swear, get ready. Yep.
Show Mr. Knight out, please.
I most certainly will. Thank you very much. I had a lovely time. Shit.
Ah. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Gabriel. It's okay. Alright, so let's just do... Nat 1 on the charisma check? Yeah. Ah, a tap dancing a child.
Wide walk. A small boy is tap dancing enthusiastically for a lucky dog vendor. The vendor ignores him. The lucky dog vendor has his nose buried in a paperback novel. Gabriel noticed that it is not. Big surprise. One of his.
Oh, he's a reader, ain't he?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yep, I mind, all right.
Why?
Because A, I don't know anything, and B, I'm busy.
Oh.
So he reads, does that mean...
I have this gift certificate.
I'm busy.
It's good for $20 at St. George's Books, finest bookstore in New Orleans.
Really? I'll have to check it out sometime.
You could take this gift certificate with you, if you'll give me a lucky dog.
A lucky dog for a $20 gift certificate? Well, sure. Here you go.
We got a lucky dog, baby. Is this like a Dagger of Amun-Ra, where if I eat the sandwich, I'm soft-locked?
This is...
I remember that. I remember that factoid. Save. Okay, his tap dancing just never ends. Okay. Okay.
Jackson Square.
So can I talk to the child?
Gabriel cannot interrogate that. Interrogating the little boy wouldn't be very useful.
Okay. Ooh, artiste.
and artists taking advantage of the fine weather.
I talk to him?
Could I ask you some questions?
I'd rather not. I really get focused when I'm drawing.
Okay, fine.
Oh, we got juggler?
The juggler looks like a beginner practicing he act.
Oh, my kitty is snoring. Oh, little Jojo snores. Jojo snore.
Hey, come back here. Hey!
Oh, okay.
The artist is off chasing his errant drawing.
I can't.
The artist would not appreciate Gabriel messing with his stuff while he's gone.
Okay. Their snores are so cute. Man, this kid does not rest. Ooh, okay.
There's her drawing caught up against the hedges.
Can I take?
Gabriel can't reach the drawing from where he is. Gabriel doesn't want to take...
But there's a hungry child here who might be able to do it for me. Your child. Take this hot dog.
You wouldn't like a lucky dog by any chance.
Would I? Thanks, mister. You got any special requests? Let me know.
That's it.
Interrogate.
You mentioned something about special requests?
Yeah. You got one?
Can you fit through the bars around the... Can you do the Nutcracker Suite in D minor? Okay.
Can you
Bars around the
fit through
statues.
Bars around the statue?
Can I? Just watch me.
Good. There's something in there I can't quite reach. Come on.
Ooh.
Can you reach that piece of paper?
Sure thing.
Kitty sneeze. You
There
good?
you go.
Thanks, kid.
Yep. See ya.
Yeah. Did you guys hear my cat sneeze? That was so loud. Jojo, a kiss for us, please. We heard the sneeze.
It's a technical drawing.
Oh.
The partial pattern from the crime scenes intrigues Gabriel.
Bless you,
What does it
Jojo.
mean?
Oh my goodness. That was so loud. Are you okay? Ooh, my baby. Okay. I'll stop being distracted by Jojo. It's so hard though.
Goodbye, Jojo!
Goodbye, Jojo. So do I give it back?
This is the...
This belongs to you, doesn't it?
My drawing. How'd you get it?
Oh, it was a bit of a squeeze, but I hate to see you lose your work. I lost my only copy of the manuscript once.
Well, you saved my butt. Let me know if I can ever do the same for you, huh?
Oh. So let's see.
Say, do you think there's anything you can do with these patterns?
What do you need?
Is there any way you can reconstruct the whole pattern from these partials?
Pattern is probably circular, and there's some repetition in the elements. What is this from, anyway?
You'd never believe me.
Okie dokie. Well, there's... I think there's an area missing. If you could get me any more of these...
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, I have one. I have one.
I have another one of those patterns.
Really? Let's see. Yeah, this is great. I think there's enough overlap now. I'll give it my best shot. I'll show you what I come up with tomorrow.
Great. I appreciate it.
I'm curious, how much of their budget was just in voice acting for this game. Boom, boom, boom. Jeff Bennett was the VA for the artist, apparently. Oh, I clicked. Yeah, Death Sergeant is Jim Cummings. He's Officer Frick. A frick-a-frack. Okay, so let's do... Historical Voodoo Museum.
Welcome, my friend.
Hello?
I am the proprietor, Dr. John. If you have any questions, I will be happy to assist.
Great. My name is Knight, and I'll probably pick you up on that.
Okay.
A wooden doll with horns is on the back table. On the table is a small coffin. So small, in fact, that it would only fit an infant.
Oh,
Charming.
Baby.
An official voodoo wishing...
Oh.
An official voodoo wishing stump. Rub it and make a wish, a card say.
Funny, I say the same thing to women.
Touch
Even
the
if that
stump.
were for sale.
Touch the stump. Touch the stump.
I wish Malia Getty was permanently grafted to my thighs.
What? Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay. Is there anything else worth like...
The back wall is up. A striking portrait of a turbaned woman is on the back wall. Gabriel wonders who she might be. A street drama has settled outside the museum.
Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Could I ask you some questions?
That is why I am here.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo? Or the voodoo currently practiced in the city?
We'll do historical voodoo.
Tell me about historical voodoo.
Very well. I will start at the beginning, Mr. Knight, and will go on from there at your prompting.
Sounds good.
As you may know, voodoo is a grassroots religion formed by the mixing together of many different African tribal religions and Anglo religions, such as Catholicism or Protestantism. In other words, it is a religion born of the African slave trade, but African slaves were imported not only by the United States, but also into the West Indies, where the French and Spanish ran plantation
it's actually
islands.
very
Prior to
well
1803,
researched.
the New Orleans area was owned by France. The French Creole in those days owned many African slaves, but the Creole did not permit their slaves to gather, giving no chance for voodoo to breed here natively. The Creole also knew enough about the corrupted pagan practices of the West Indies slaves to ban the importing of slaves
I don't
from that region.
know. I don't remember. I feel like I don't remember.
So, how did voodoo come to New Orleans?
After the Louisiana Purchase, American legislators relaxed regulations. Slaves were permitted to gather. The Americans also removed the ban on West Indies slaves. Around the same time, a slave revolt occurred in Santo Domingo, what is now Haiti. Between the lifting of the ban and the Haitian revolt, West Indies slaves began pouring into New Orleans. Some of them were free people of color.
Write this down
freed
for your
or escaped slaves. Some came with their white owners who were fleeing from the revolt.
What happened when the West Indies slaves got here?
They brought voodoo with them. The native slaves were more than enthusiastic about embracing it.
It's gonna be a quiz,
It
baby.
gave them power, Mr. Knight, if only in the form of a communal bond. Among the first meeting places were the Bayou Saint John and the shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The early voodoos were heavy snake worshippers, worshipping the one they called the Great Zombie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Belated happy birthday, Tilda sent via thronegifts.com.
Thank you. Thank you for the tadka. Thank you. It's for cooking. Thank you very much.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
By
I believe that's what it's
1870,
called.
The voodoo activities were beginning to cause fear among the white
Yeah,
slave owners.
tadka.
An ordinance was passed to forbid slave gatherings except in designated public areas.
Okay, when Worf
at
isn't
designated
talking,
times.
I'll explain
the
it.
time was Sunday afternoons and the place, Congo Square. The slaves and free people of color gathered to dance simulations of their voodoo dances right in sight of Creole society. Of course, they also continued to meet in private for the real thing.
Ooh. Okay, so a tadka it's actually a type of like infused oil. And a tadka pan is just like, it's a small pan. It's probably like about a cup, but it's like the perfect size for oil and a bunch of spices for you to heat it up and infuse the oil with the flavor of the spices. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you for the birthday gift.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
There were a variety of kings and queens at first, voodoo priests and priestesses. But from about 18
It's like a perfect little melting pan.
This was a voodoo queen named Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau ruled voodoo in New Orleans for many years.
Ooh.
Tell me more about historical voodoo.
I've given you as much detail as I can, Mr. Knight. Look around the museum if you desire more information.
But your voice is so nice.
Tell me about current voodoo.
Many people think of voodoo in terms of magic spells or gree-gree. That kind of practice is actually called hoodoo, and is only a part of true voodoo. Voodoo, the religion, has a strong following in New Orleans. In fact, it is growing quite rapidly. There are several voodoo churches or temples in the city, and others all across the United States. African Americans see it as a tradition all their own. Whites, and there are many in their religion, are attracted to it because they think it is exotic.
Ooh.
I, personally, am more interested in the history of voodoo. Some of the new movements are copying Haitian or even African voodoo. But it is the voodoo of New Orleans that I find so intriguing.
I should make a character that follows voodoo traditions. We'll learn
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
There were actually two Marie Laveaus, mother and daughter. Most people thought they were the same woman. Her continued youth added to the mystique. The original, the mother, was also known as Widow Paris. It was she that began the empire. When the Widow Paris began to practice, there were many Voodooans in the city. By 1830, she was Voodoo Queen of all New Orleans.
That's quite a title.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
The Widow Paris was a hairdresser for rich Creole ladies. She also paid household servants to spy for her.
Ooh.
Between the two, she knew everything about everyone who mattered in New Orleans. She was not above using her information to appear psychic, to intimidate, or even to blackmail.
All right.
You sound as though you admire her.
For a black woman in the mid-1800s to gain power is an incredible thing, Mr. Knight, however she achieved it.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
She kept a pet snake, danced with it too. She held traditional voodoo ceremonies out by the lake. She took herself seriously, very seriously. But she was not above selling tickets for her events to curiosity seekers. She was not above using voodoo any way she could to make money, that is for certain. But if she had been in another line of work, in another age, that would have been interpreted as entrepreneurial genius rather than a sign of fraudulence.
Hey, you don't need to convince me. I admire anyone that can actually make a living.
What's that line read?
Tell me more
Make
about
a
Marie
living.
Laveau.
It was Marie Laveau who defined the voodoo that is truly and uniquely the voodoo of New Orleans. She invented hundreds, if not thousands of spells, potions, charms, and incantations. These form the basis of the modern practice, not to mention the folk tradition of hoodoo.
Okay.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
Her daughter, Marie Glapion, took over when the Widow Paris got old. Most people thought it was the same Marie Laveau. Both Maries encouraged that point of view.
Interesting.
The Widow Paris died in 1881. Marie Glapion had been reigning a long time by then. After the death of the Widow Paris, other voodoo queens surfaced, and by 1890, the cult was fragmented again. Marie Glapion just sort of faded away.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
The Laveau tomb, where one or both of the Maries are believed to be buried, is in St. Louis Cemetery No. 1.
Okay.
It is a popular shrine for practitioners and tourists alike. I myself take tours through the cemetery on a regular basis.
Really? Do you have any running this week?
No, but the cemetery is open to the general public as well.
Let's be weird.
Do you know Malia Getty?
Should I?
She referred me to your museum.
Many have read about our museum in the newspapers, Mr. Knight.
That's a good point.
Okay. Hoodoo.
Is there anything else I should know about hoodoo?
Not if your interest is primarily in voodoo. Hoodoo is of interest to those who study rural folk traditions, but it will not aid you in understanding true voodoo.
Okay, I think that's everything we need to know.
Gabriel cannot interrogate that.
I can try.
I'll be going.
Walk carefully out there, Mr. Knight.
Alright, you guys ready for your pop quiz on voodoo? Okay, so 2 people have pointed us to the cemetery, so we'll go there.
The marks are reddish in color and reminds Gabriel of crosses. They look like they've been here a few days at least.
Can we sketch this down?
I want a
Yeah.
copy of these strange marks.
Saint Louis Cemetery, number 1, is one of the most historic and beautiful places in the French Quarter.
Oh. Sir. Can I, what is this? What was that? Thank you for the pop quiz. What is that?
It's a piece of brick.
It's a brick. Okay, we're throwing things.
This is the tomb of Marie Laveau, Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. Odd-looking marks adorn the Laveau tomb wall. New Orleans is famous for its above-ground tombs. The high water table prevents bodies from being interred underground. The name Ross is inscribed on this old tomb. This old tomb is in a sorry state of disrepair.
There's probably no one left in the family to maintain it.
It's an imposing marble tomb from the last century. Gabriel can barely make out the name. Hamilton.
Hoot hoot. Oh, snake.
A marble snake. Now that's cheerful.
Okay, who voted for woohoo? Woohoo. Okay. Instead of hoodoo, don't you mean hoodoo? Okay, let's leave.
These would seriously clash with my decorating scheme. Well, you talk to him. Could I have a minute of your time?
What you need, boy?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Alright, let's see.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
They say it was part of an old religion from Africa, brought here by slaves.
What do you know about the Voodoo Murders?
What do you know?
Ain't it just awful, them finding those bodies with voodoo things around them? I don't think there's any real voodoo going on. Somebody's trying to cover their tracks is all.
She's 6 hours of unboxing because it was because of her birthday. New Orleans.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Seem like everybody want to visit New Orleans at least once in their lives, and they love the cemetery tour. I see tourists in here every day of the year.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Marie?
Sure. She was the
that's
voodoo queen
nice.
of New Orleans. A powerful voodooine and a powerful sorcerer.
I did not know.
People still come to her tomb, you know. They write secret marks on the walls, leaving offerings and things.
I did not know that a follower of voodoo was a voodooine.
As a matter of fact, that big Dr. John fella from the Voodoo Museum, he's here at least once today. But Marie Laveau's tomb ain't the only one the believers visit and make markings and leave offerings at.
You said there were other marked tombs?
Yep. I seen bull hearts left on tombs and a nest of vulture feathers, plates of peas and corn green, animal parts, human parts even, it looked like. Male parts, if you get my meaning. And this at one of the great family crypts, mind you. Odd how them types just pick a spot and stick to it.
What other tombs get marked? Can you show me?
No, I ain't one for naming names. I don't like to encourage that kind of thing. It's distressing to the families, and rightly so. Don't know how that sort of thing gets started. Why folks come to start leaving stuff at that one spot. But it happens all the same.
Tell me something about St. Louis Cemetery, number 1.
You know why the dead are buried in tombs and not in the ground, don't you? The water table's too high. Them coffins would float right out of their graves. Them dead would go floating right down into the water. Course, if it were Mardi Gras, nobody'd even notice.
Okay. I think that's everything.
It's...
Okay, we can just head out then.
The Wright family tomb. Several of Gabriel and Grant's family members are laid to rest here.
Spooky. Okay, can I leave this way? We can go this way. Man, I am hungry for Creole food now. Like, the food in New Orleans is so good. It's been a long time since I visited. These are always so difficult when it's on this side of the screen. There we go. Okay, so we'll go to... Nowlands.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Bonjour, Monsieur Walker.
Oh, bienvenue, Madame Casino. Comment ça va? How you be feeling today?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Walker, I'm certain someone's buried a sleep note bag somewhere near my steps. I haven't slept a wink in weeks.
Oh, don't that beat all? Well, you're gonna need some easy night candles then.
Do you think that would help? I do hope you're right. I said 3 rosaries this morning for Our Lady's intervention.
Okay.
Rosaries are good, sure enough. But you burn those candles too, and you gonna whip any old no-sleep gree-gree, I tell you for sure.
Very well, Mr. Walker. Put them on my account and send them round to my house. Oh, there's another thing. I didn't catch her at it, but I know Mrs. Lefebvre put stomachache powder in my tea at the last meeting of the Creole Grand Dames. Oh, I paid in misery.
You put 9 pinheads up in a little box, add a pinch of graveyard dust, and put it under her front porch step.
Ooh.
That'll turn the trick back on Mrs. Lefebvre, and she'll be the one with the bellyache. I have the pins and the dust right here if you want them.
If the Blessed Virgin will grant me her protection, I'll be safe from these practitioners of evil.
Oui, madame. Though it don't hurt to be proactive none neither, now does it?
Naturellement, monsieur. Merci beaucoup.
Mais non, madame.
Oh, her new outfit! Her new outfit debuted.
Au revoir, Monsieur Walker.
Okay, so she is really into voodoo and, like, Jesus religions.
The signs say, Special Saint Jean Eve, Lagnappe, free bottle of lover come back to me oil, or master gambling oil, with every purchase over $50.
Oh, she just went live.
Lagniappe.
Okay.
My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means. A little something extra.
A little something extra. Okay.
It's nearly as old as the one at Saint George's.
I'll talk to this man.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Ask what you want. I'll answer what I want.
Can you tell me what you know about voodoo?
This is a novelty shop, monsieur.
Okay.
What do you know about the Voodoo Murders?
Gabriel Sancourt.
What did you say?
Nothing. Those killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
Okay.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What kind of snakes?
The kind they use in voodoo?
Pythons and boas. So I've heard.
Really? Do you have one?
Are you crazy? What would I want with a python?
Okay,
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
It's the biggest night of the year in voodoo.
What goes on exactly?
I couldn't say.
dancing.
What did you mean when you said Cabri sans corps?
I didn't say that.
Oh, it's probably
did.
bad.
I heard you say
It's
it.
probably bad.
You heard wrong, monsieur. I said no such thing.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
Marie, she's somebody from the old days. One of those folk tales. Oh, the tourists eat it up, non.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Willie Walker. I own the place.
I feel like I mean...
That customer of yours, the little old lady?
Customer?
The woman I saw in here. Madame Cazonou, you called her.
I don't talk about my customers to men who come in off the street.
Okay. Alright, he's not gonna talk to me. Hold on, stop.
It's a mannequin wearing a crocodile mask.
I love it. Did I miss anything at the cemetery?
Hello there, got a sec?
You got something to say, son?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
What else can you tell me about Marie Laveau?
Her tomb's on all our tours. Even the Baptists come round here to gawk. Course, you may not know this, but some of the real serious voodoo types argue that she ain't in this one at all, but down in an unmarked tomb in number 3. It's all the same to me, I say. Save me a lot of cleanup work if she weren't here, if you ask me.
What else can you tell me about Marie Laveau?
Boy, go out and buy a book if you really want to know. I ain't too sure my facts these days nohow.
Okay.
What other tombs get marked? Can you show me?
No, I ain't one for naming names. I don't like to encourage that kind of thing. It's distressing to the families, and rightly so. Don't know how that sort of thing gets started. Why folks come to start leaving stuff at that one spot. But it happens all the same.
Okay.
Tell me some...
It's a historical place.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans corps means?
No.
Okay. Alright. I wasn't sure if I missed something. Let's see what's back at the...
Lucy, I'm home.
Oh boy, party time.
Nice. Good reference.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I need you to look up a Madame Cazeneuve.
Madame Cazeneuve? Is she related to the murders the same way your friend Malia Getty was?
Grace, Cazeneuve's at least 70.
As if that makes a difference to you. Okay, I'll see what I can find. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Can't think of anything.
Okay.
Let's see.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Wasn't she a big voodoo queen before the Civil War?
That's right.
Well, you just heard everything I know about her.
Do you know what caprice encore means?
No. Sounds French, though.
Do we have any French dictionaries? Okay.
It's time to close shop.
So it is. Have a nice night.
Bum, bum, bum,
You too. See you tomorrow.
All right. Okay, fire. See if anything's different. Big fire. Big fire, naked lady. Alright, still the same. Wha-bam. Oh, rich. Okay, electric snake. Oh, that's new. Electric snake dagger. We're still hanging. Drawn to the Bacchus abode, I sought there to conspire, but it was in the city of the dead that I found my heart's desire. Thank you for the lurk, Hog. Mwah.
I'm so glad you could join us today. I've got messages when you want them. I also checked out Cazeneuve. There are multiple listings in the white pages. I got the page, but you'll have to figure out the right one.
Oh, phone books.
Great, thanks.
They had the white pages and the yellow pages. All the pages.
Now, are you gonna tell me what happened yesterday with Malia Getty, or is it just too embarrassing? Don't tell me you actually got to see her.
Are the stars out tonight?
Gabriel, you don't seriously think she's interested? She can have any man in the city. You know, men with bank accounts.
You underestimate the Knight family's tragic poet samurai appeal. When Daddy married Mom, she was the hottest catch in town.
I always suspected there was something fishy in your family tree.
Oh boy.
But seriously, I think you should be careful.
Grace.
I'm serious. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach about this.
It's called jealousy, my dear. And you're right. You should be jealous of Malia Getty, as should every woman on this planet.
Oh, never mind. I'll just fix these books. Your life is in your own slippery little hands.
The point is to get it into somebody else's hands.
And
Gabe.
soon.
Gabe! Calm down. Alright, let's read the paper. Check out our horoscope.
Times Picayune, dated June 20, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change course before it's too late.
Lighten up.
We can't give me all bad horoscopes all the time. They gotta be happy sometimes. Alright, let's talk to Grace. She got some messages for us.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some...
Oh, I messed that up.
Do you have messages for me?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they're interrogating a suspect this morning and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Okay,
Do you have more messages for me?
That man from Germany called again, Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours. I took down his number. If you change your mind and want to give him a call back, just ask me for it.
Do you have more messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
okay.
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Sure. I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
Okay, and then...
Here's that phone number.
Thanks.
And then do we also have...
This is the last. Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages.
Oh, okay. So she got everything out of the phone book. Okay. Okay, so you have the phone number. Oh no! Oh god, where's a phone? There's a phone. Oh, I should save. Oh, I gotta remember phone numbers. Okay, hold on, we'll save. Day 3. Okay, so we have... Okay. Cauliflower, Cancer, Canker, See the World Travel Agency. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Casinos. She had... Let's see. Okay, so which one... I feel like the answer isn't, like, call all of them. Or... do we just try them? Okay, we don't need to worry about this. It's all 555. So we have... I don't know, we'll try 555. 1270. One, 270.
Hello.
Hi, is this the Kazanu residence?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
I'm a busy man. What are you selling?
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
Okay. That wasn't it. Items.
Somewhere.
Alright, Kazanu, 1220.
Gabriel.
1220. 1220.
Hello,
Ooh.
has a new residence?
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today And the name Kazanu was inside it.
Very smooth.
Dixieland drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
Okay, it's not that one.
Those
two. All right, third one. 1280.
There's nothing.
80.
Hello? I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so that was definitely her. We'll just try the last one just to see. 1233. Oh. 1233.
Hello, St. Genevieve's Wedding Chapel. How may I help you?
Boy, do I have the wrong one.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's perfectly all right. Goodbye.
Did I mess it up? I want to read. 1237. Okay. 1237. Oh god. 555 1237.
Please hang up and try your call again. This is a recording.
Okay. So we know she has a tiny dog, and conspicuously, Cajun Critter's veterinary clinic specializes in canine care. So we call 555-6170, 6170, 6170, 55. Oh god. 6170.
Cajun Critter's Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Do you know anything about animal sacrifice?
Do you have a Madame Kazanu as a client?
Madame Kazanu? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
Oh, I'm worried about Castro.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
Not ethical. Alright, that should everything. Oh, and then we should also call... Oh,
Those who object, it's customary to pick it up first.
Okay.
The number written on the note is 4909 324 3333.
I'm writing this down because I am not gonna remember. 3, 2, 4, 1, 2. Oh wait. 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, that's for me. That's for me. I need it. Oh, this is gonna cost me an arm and a leg, ain't it? Okay. 4, 9, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not calling some stranger in Germany. I still don't know who this guy really is.
Oh, okay. Ooh, big stretch. Big stretch, Jojo. Okay. Did everything here. So he claims he's family.
I'm going out.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Ooh, Kazadu residence. We'll talk to Grandma. Yeah! It gets better every time.
My precious boy. How wonderful of you to stop by.
I love you, Grandma.
Can't stay away from you, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Okay. Pushing all the nostalgia buttons. I love these games. Like, I played the Humongous Entertainment games, which were like obviously geared a lot more towards like younger kids.
Hey, that's my gran.
Oh.
Show some respect.
Okay, we'll not open grandmother. I will talk to grandmother.
Gran?
Of course, my boy.
I love these
How
games.
can I help?
All right. Wolfgang.
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
Wolfgang Ritter. Oh, no, dear.
Odd.
Okay. I think that's all I wanted to ask her about. Do you know? The riddle of Master Lu is hard to find. Yeah, she doesn't know. I've asked her about all that stuff before, because she's not gonna know about snakes.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay, the university. Oh, right, we talked to the artist. He said he would have something for us. Talk to the boy. Alright, exclaim to him.
How's it going today?
What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy.
You finished it?
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Wow, this is great.
Uh-huh. Just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
I didn't mean to upset you.
Jinx me.
Oh, forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and good luck.
This is the last.
Ooh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Using that on.
Okay, so we got our art back. Anything else going on in the park? There we go. Oh, you're new.
Could I ask you a few questions, Madame Lorelei?
The only answers I give are given in my reading. I'm sure your palm would be quite interesting.
Is that... Okay, how about... Oh, it's a nice snake.
That's a nice snake you have there.
I could say the same of you.
Well, I know where I got mine. Where'd you get yours?
That's personal.
Okay.
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
Okay. I can kind of move like that.
Gabriel doesn't want to take that out of the park. The booth is a colorful melange. It announces the owner as Madame Lorelei and gives prices for palm reading, $20, crystal ball gazing, $15, and birth charts, $50.
$50?
The owner is currently plying a different sort of wares, however.
I don't even know what a birth chart is, but that's too much money.
Thanks, boys.
Okay, so...
Madame Lorelei, the fortune teller, is garbed in a belly dancer's outfit and wears a boa around her neck. A real boa.
Come on, boys. Hoopla.
Okay, so do I dance with her?
Not a bad idea.
I dance with her.
Baby, I love the way you move.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hips.
Yep, she wants me.
Ooh. Alright. How many veils does she have? Okay.
Thanks, boys.
Okay.
This is the last.
So we're gonna use the magnifying glass.
Gabriel examines the veil with a magnifying glass.
Okay, so I...
That sequin looks a little strange. Why, it's a snake scale.
Okay, so now we
This.
do tweezers.
Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to remove the snake scale from the veil.
So let's look at the...
Gabriel magnifies the scale from the lake.
Okay, that one's
the
all...
iridescent scale is brilliantly hued with greens and purples.
And then it looks like this one's a green color.
Gabriel magnifies the scale from the fortune teller. The iridescent scale is hued olive green. It doesn't seem to match
Are we
the
just
scale
gonna...
from Lake Pontchartrain.
I'm gonna go around interrogating snakes. The best game ever. Okay. Okay, so we should give this back to her. I don't think we'll need it.
I think this veil belongs to you.
Huh, my veil. I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates, and so handsome as well.
Well,
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune-telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
Okay.
I wish something would.
Strong. Yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your
Calm down,
immediate
Gabe.
future.
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
She is a dangerous one. Dark and beautiful. Ah, I see the road of your life forking. And very soon.
The blood drains from Madame Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her.
That's never good.
Are you okay?
That's not good.
God. Beware! Beware!
Oh, she's running.
What is it about me lately?
Okay. It's never good. When the fortune teller just runs away from you, it's not good. Is there anything? Alright. Can we...
The Chancel of Saint Louis Cathedral. There's an inconspicuous... That door must lead to the priest's side of the confessional.
Oh, we're gonna impersonate a priest. What's this one? It says inconspicuous door, which means I have to know what's in it. I gotta know.
It's a picture of Christ.
Let's take stuff from the priest.
I can't resist black.
Nothing on that shelf interests Gabriel.
Anything else I can take?
Well, you never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
Yeah, we're gonna impersonate a priest. Okay. Priest impersonation. Cop impersonation. Are we ever gonna return Mosley's badge? Alright. Is she back? Will she talk to me? Okay, will you talk to me again?
Gabriel should get her attention first.
Where'd her snake go? Where's your snake?
You're back. You know, you really freaked me out running off like that. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Oh.
Stay away from Malia Getty, or you shall pay with your life.
What the hell is going on?
Okay. Alright, let's see. Stay away from the summoner. Oh man, I'm really hungry for a hot dog. I'm hungry for a hot dog. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's go to the university. Alright, you guys,
It looks like the lecture's just starting. Gabriel decides to record the session.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word Voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States
pay
as
attention,
Voodoo
everyone. This is important.
is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, Voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of the subcults of African Voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific tasks or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes Voodoo so easily adaptable. With all those spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. One tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself.
Can I show that nipple on
It
stream?
has much in common with many early pagan practices. Animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself.
Ooh.
We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are
It's a dude
African
nipple, it's
vocals
fine,
who
probably.
baffle our scientists with their supernatural.
I mean, as long as it's not on my VTuber model, it's fine.
Let's
Or on
discuss
a
the
VTuber
elements
model.
of voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a voodoo
That's an
ceremony,
interesting slide.
celebrants are possessed by the Loa. And this is called being ridden. The human worshipper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. The person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god, Hezruli, the mistress of love, Papanebo, or Gede, the lord of death, Agwe, the spirit of water,
Don't say that.
Legbak,
Don't.
spirit of the crossroads, and the
Leg-
coolest and most
bub-
dangerous, Ogun Badagri, the lord of destruction.
Oh, I gotta get more sleep at night.
Tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician. Voodoo temples are called Hounfours. Their priests, Hungan or Bokors. Their priestesses, Mama Loa.
Mama Loa.
In a voodoo Hounfour, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a poto mitan. The ritual circle is prepared with a veve, a pattern of
I know,
symbols.
yeah, like...
Each tribe's veve is slightly different, consisting of complex symbols that identify their special Loa.
I feel like that's very fascinating
During
that a
ritual
game
conclaves,
just has a...
initiates dance under the supervision of a bokor and
Our writer
Mama
did a
Loa.
lot of voodoo research, and you will learn about it.
The use of totems or animal masks and markings was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves include the ritual gourd or asson, the ritual knife or kubasa.
Oh, that one.
Knife gives me the chills.
Okay, that's the...
The ritual whip or fouet,
It's paranoid.
and the ritual coffin or
Tiny coffin?
seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the Mama Loa for specific magical rituals.
I mean, do you think you'd
The
learn
Mama
more in
Loa
school
is the most powerful figure in any voodoo
knowing that you maybe would get into a fail state?
Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. The Mama Loa is the supreme woman. She butterflies, fireflies.
I think I'm already in a fail state.
Firelight. No, what is it? Gabriel?
What? I can't see.
Gabriel, get in.
What?
Man, it's too small for me.
You must get in, Gabriel.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel, hide.
No, let me out.
Help!
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my God, sorry.
Wait. Okay, can I open his door? Yeah, just think about school lectures in school as a fail state. If you don't pay attention, you'll miss a clue.
Are you a student?
No. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
Okay. I feel like... You good, Jojo? You jumping?
Can you tell me anything about this pattern?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
Great. I'll be right back.
Okay, they did not give me any time.
Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating Veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself. Each of the symbols in the Veve represents something, a loa, a place. Where did you get this?
Have you heard of the Voodoo Murders?
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
You think this Veve is authentic, then?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information.
Ooh, okay.
You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Absolutely. But I'm, undercover. You can contact me at the St. George's bookshop in the quarter.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this if you don't mind.
I should also show him...
Is there anything you can tell me about the voodoo aspects of this photograph?
This is serious voodoo ritual. Nasty stuff.
In what way?
Let's see. I can't make out much detail from this photograph. Except for the corpse, of course. But the wound, the face, and what little I can see of the ritual paraphernalia. Reminds me of certain black voodoo practices. Very rare. I've never witnessed them myself, you understand?
Really? Interesting.
Okay.
Thanks.
So we're dealing with real voodoo.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
Okay, so... Okay, well...
Do you have any idea what caprice encore means?
Caprice encore? Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety.
Oh.
Chickens, wolves, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
All right.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
Can you tell me anything about that Veve I showed you?
I told you I would research it, Mr. Knight.
Okay.
When I have anything concrete, I'll let you know.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
That's a sentence.
Very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible if that's the gods demand. For For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Azuli, come and aid.
Tell me more about...
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen...
Oh, I missed that line. Okay. Is that...
Tell me about yourself.
All right, Mr. Knight, I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies. I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual, when I practice sex at all, which isn't very often. Any other questions?
No.
Fine.
Why? Why? Why would you say it like that? Okay.
I'll see you later.
Good day, Mr. Knight.
Why? Is 90s? Yeah. I just want to check something at the crime scene. I'm not...
Is that clay? Yuck.
Gabriel cannot take... That doesn't seem to be... Gabriel would have a tough time carrying around a tree.
Okay.
Gabriel cannot take that.
We did miss something. French Quarter. Yeah, we'll talk to, Okay.
The knocker is fair.
Yes? Who is it?
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I am a good Catholic young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just have a few questions.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away.
Okay, so she's a good Catholic who is fascinated by voodoo, so...
Alright, but this is private.
We don't get to see him change? Okay.
This is the first...
The things I do for my art.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father.
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Father McLaughlin, you say?
We're doing an accent.
You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
Thank you, my child.
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Okay. Alright, let's see.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The only true New Orleanians are of
Your
French
bones.
origin.
My bones.
My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
I assume she meant, like, jubilant and happy.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sankor means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
It means goat without horns.
Oh, Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Mais oui! I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at Sandwick Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, Father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
You know. Okay.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans, but the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Alright, tell me about
Who
them.
were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Laveau was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Laveau, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Okay.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound four.
I just can't get over his
I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there.
So we impersonate a cop,
you.
impersonate a priest.
Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
Ooh, I could do something to it.
Gabriel is carrying a lump of clay. Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless, oh bless this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
I I feel so much better now.
All right.
Gabriel cannot open.
Well, madame, I must be gone.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
Oh, I'm walking through the door.
You've already got me, you lucky devil.
Okay, I thought we were gonna...
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Special powers of the cloth. Okay. So we should definitely go to the police station. Alright, let's talk to Jim Cummings.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back.
He's been very patient.
You son of... Give me back my badge. Now, Knight!
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? Well, you borrowed again in your history. Now, about today. Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy, anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square. Pushing coke? He knows something.
Diet Coke.
Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. You been present at the so-called voodoo ritual?
I don't know nothing. I told you.
Come on now, you can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look, I can't say nothing. You gotta let me go, man.
Now, you relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were plainclothesmen.
Plain clothes, like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Now, who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. Now, you tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you in the witness protection program. But you have to earn it.
Witness protection? Are you crazy? Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
Now, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
By now they know I'm here. I mean, it's different when I'm supposed to come here. Or if I can send a message. Tell him I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's frickin' useless. Take him back to detaining, would you, Tony? I tell you, times like this, I'd kill for truth serum and damn the civil rights.
Okay.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn! We can only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I might have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. For the book, I mean. Maybe you can punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction, that's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Let's just leave.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Have a good one.
Bum, 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 bum. Let's check out the cemetery, see if anything new showed up.
The marks are reddish.
Okay, that's the same. Oh, we can go farther into the cemetery. Okay. Hello?
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
That is a
Mr.
bold
Knight,
line.
You don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different
I was not expecting
worlds.
that.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come by tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Damn it.
So close. So close. She was almost ours.
An angel draped dramatically over a stone plinth
Seduction check
marks
failed.
the entrance to a large tomb.
Okay, is there anywhere else? Bum 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 bum. Is it always on this side of the screen that it's like impossible? Let's check out the bookstore again. Oh, wait, no.
Lucy, I'm home.
Oh boy, party time.
Hello, Mikey. Hold on, I was supposed to go somewhere else.
I'll be back later.
Good luck.
What are you talking about? This is amazing. That was him doing an impression.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Okay, let's see.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Like the ones in the voodoo rituals they do for the tourists?
Right.
I used to sell a few as souvenirs. The only one left is Willie Jr. over there. The old crocodile. Well, he's sort of a mascot now, him.
Sorry, my screen is so squeaky. Willie Jr.
About Willie Jr., would you be willing to let him go?
Maybe. For $100.
$100? You gotta be kidding.
Me and Willie Jr. very close now. I could park with him for less.
I don't want to know why you're so close, but that was a good sound. I need $100. How do I get $100? There's a guy who wants to buy my dad's painting.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
We get $20. We have $20. We have $20. We do not have enough money to buy the mask.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
I have a pattern I need you to research.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour.
$20 in a dream, baby.
You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want. But check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I think that's it.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
So I think we just wait. I think that Bruno guy shows up again. I'm sorry for the yawning. Okay. Yeah, Bruno.
Hey, kids.
Huh?
Bruno.
Why do I need to yawn again?
Gabe,
Are you gonna do weird
I just
clipping
popped in
stuff?
to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
How much?
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious? You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My fares are so tied up.
$100?
$100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this. Fine, it's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it. I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
No, I feel bad. I feel bad about selling it. Rob his store.
I don't believe you!
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
Like buy this crocodile mask.
I'll be back later.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we should go back to the store.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Are you still interested in selling that crocodile mask?
Or you show me $100 and the mask is yours.
Okay, I just show him it.
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir. Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, 'Don't
you go forgetting your lagniappe. a free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you's having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
All right. I mean, I definitely feel like we could have bartered more with our dad's priceless art, but, you know. Okay. We haven't been here much.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Okay. Sure, yeah. Was there another way to get $100?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? I don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tube.
No!
But it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I'm no expert. You might want to talk to someone who believes in it.
No! Oh no! Could've asked Granny for money! Okay. Now I feel bad.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're not fighting, they're all over each other.
I mean...
In other words...
What? It was, we haven't saved in a while. We'll do a save. Regrets. Yeah, I only saved at the beginning of the day. So we would have had to, like, redo, like, a whole hour of work. Maybe,
Could I ask you a few questions?
Okay. What was I talking about?
What can you tell me about your regulars in
Maybe,
See those old guys at the chess
after the
table?
stream is over, I'll
That's
reload.
Sam and Marcus.
And redo the day.
They played every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree.
He's a gambler?
Really? Thanks. So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day, he went up and talked to the girl. And, sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
Okay, which one of these is Sam?
A man in a sharp-eyed gentleman in a grey sports coat hunches over a chessboard, chuckling to himself.
There's a way to get the shopkeeper... okay, you always have to sell. Oh, if you the shopkeeper at the souvenir stand. Oh, okay.
This is the last page of...
Where's that stuff?
The small bottle is labeled Master Gambling
Well,
Oil.
he's saying that, like, this guy has... The guy he always loses money with isn't actually that, like, amazing at gambling. He just... He psychs him out so much. And it's like, sometimes the thing with the hoodoo stuff... Like, oh, sometimes just, like, you know... The charm doesn't actually give you the confidence to talk to a girl, but, like, it kinda does.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed a cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Let's see. Ever wonder why he might make a good salad dressing?
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe...
So our granny won't give us 100, but she'll give us like 20 bucks. It makes it good.
This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
This could get a nun.
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses this. That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that
No,
bastard.
hoodoo oil
Go
salesman.
on, give me a Pim's cup, would you? Coming up, Sam. How
Pim's
much you
cup,
think I
classy
could put in
drink.
here?
Careful. You don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
Ha! There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmutty Big Mouth.
Ah, get him.
Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Is this oil non-fungible? I think it is. It's fungible because you can do like a little bit of it.
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate.
You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Because like the whole point of...
I did it! Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do. Can I ask you some questions now?
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I...
Okay, so...
This is the...
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
Yeah.
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out first time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great, thanks.
Is it the same drummer?
Gabriel decides to go
Oh,
home
okay. The
for
game. The day's over. Bum, bum, bum. Well, I think that's what they're implying is like, he wasn't amazing, but Sam was just psyching himself out and like thinking that he's got the gambling oil.
Excuse me, I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning.
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes.
Oh.
Oh, I could show you around a little. Yeah, it's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
Ooh, pixels! Kiss of pixels. Did we... I spoke with the one who smelled of death. He gave me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into a veil of tears. Ooh, she's sneaking out in the middle of the night. She's sneaking out. Bum, 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 bum.
Hanka-danka-badonkas. Hunka-dunka-bundakuds.
Hanka-danka-badonkas.
Hanka-danka-hokods.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Oh, there's someone at the window.
Silly. I just have nothing to say.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something.
It's that... I mean, there's just something...
I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Have it your way.
Okay, I think... I don't know someone's watching us, and some stuff is happening. But I think I'm gonna call it for today. Thank you all. Okay, what is this, day 4? Day 4. Alright, let's go to the kitchen. Alright. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. We'll continue this next week for sure. I should have my schedule up soon, tomorrow or Monday. But we'll continue this. We'll continue Soma. We're about halfway through, so we'll finish that on Friday. We'll see how everything's going. Let's see. Oh, I didn't need that. Does anyone have a friend they'd recommend to raid? Let's see, you got one maybe? He's doing the Sherlock Holmes series. Okay. Sylvia's streaming. It's been a hot minute since maybe we raided Sylvie. Oh, Aquapunk? I almost didn't see that message. Oh yeah, it's been... Yeah, we can raid Aqua. I think that I haven't raided them in like a while. We'll do... Alright, we got our raid message. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you next week. And remember, stay away from snakes and hoodoo. And there will be a quiz next week, I promise. Bye, Bodes. Sorry. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Happy weekend. Goodbye.